You call it procrastination. Our records call it a paralysis of will. An invisible force that freezes you on the brink of your own greatness. It is not a flaw in your character. It is an anomaly. And you are the subject of this investigation. Case file 101 is now open. This file is now declassified. Its purpose is to analyze the unseen mechanics behind this paralysis and posit a new, deeply unsettling hypothesis for its origin. If you have ever felt an invisible force holding you back from your own greatness, subscribe now to the Mysterious Minute Archive and log your testimony in the comments. What great project in your life was mysteriously abandoned right at the finish line? Initiating analysis. Our analysis reveals that this is not a standard psychological condition. The phenomenon is characterized by three distinct patterns, or symptoms. First pattern, the dread field. The subject reports that the task is surrounded by a palpable, invisible field of pure dread. It is not a thought or a feeling, but an external atmospheric pressure that makes approaching the task physically uncomfortable. Second pattern, the Sisyphus Loop. The subject will engage in any number of alternate, often more difficult, tasks to avoid the primary one. They will clean, organize, perform errands, expending massive amounts of energy on anything other than the one thing that matters. This is not avoidance. It is a complex, ritualistic redirection of intent. Third pattern, the phantom failure. The most unusual symptom. The subject experiences a vivid, intrusive, and deeply visceral feeling that the project has already failed. It is not a fear of future failure, but the emotional echo of a failure that feels like a memory. Do you recognize the symptoms? The dread field, the Sisyphus Loop, the phantom failure. If you do, understand this. This is not a psychological quirk. It is the psychic signature of a temporal echo. You are feeling a ghost. Now, we will reveal the core truth of where it came from. The core truth we propose is this. The paralysis you feel is not your own. It is a psychic and temporal bleed-through from a parallel reality. In a timeline nearly identical to this one, a version of you did take that action. They pursued that project, and for them, it led to catastrophic, life-altering failure. The dread you feel is the echo of their trauma. The phantom failure you sense is their memory, bleeding across the quantum foam. You are not procrastinating. You are receiving a warning from the ghost of yourself. How then do you act when your own nervous system is screaming with the trauma of a life you haven't lived? You cannot reason with an echo. You must perform a severance. This is the protocol of timeline severance. Step 1. Isolate the signal. Do not fight the dread. Feel it. Recognize it as an alien signal, a radio wave of fear broadcast from another place. In your mind, thank the phantom for its warning. You are not dismissing it. You are acknowledging it as data from a failed timeline. Step 2. Erect the firewall. You are not soothing a fear. You are severing a connection. You must, with the cold authority of a creator, silently declare, your reality is not my reality. Your ending is not my story. The connection is now severed. You are erecting a psychic firewall between your timeline and theirs. Step 3. Collapse the waveform. Now you must take one single, small physical step forward. Send the email. Write the one sentence. This act is not for progress. It is a ritual of defiance. An act of pure will that declares to the universe, this timeline is mine. Upon successful implementation of the protocol, the dread field will not vanish, but its power over you will be severed. It will become an external noise rather than an internal command. You have acknowledged the ghost, thanked it for its warning, and chosen to walk a different path. The paralysis will lift. You will be free to act. The implications are vast. How many of our irrational fears are merely echoes from our other selves? What is the one warning from a phantom self that you are now choosing to override? Log your declaration in the comments. Let us bear witness to your divergence. For more declassified files from the archive, be sure to like this video and subscribe. The Archivist. Closing file. You are not just living one life. You are haunted by the ghosts of all the lives you could have lived.